Hi everyone, I'm Kai. I'm 29 years old and I'm documenting my financial journey in my last year of my 20s. So today I'm going to be starting with what tracker I'll be using for 2025. I did already start this in January, but it is the middle of February right now, and I did a lot of editing from my previous tracker last year because this year is a little bit different. I'm going to be working in United States dollar and then Philippine peso. That's just because I'm in the middle of one, transitioning, and two, I still provide for my family in the Philippines while taking care of the family that I have here and also taking care of myself. So initially I wanted to make a spreadsheet for just my spending and my sinking funds. And then after a few years, I developed it into my savings, my investments, my now this year, my debt, etc. And that's how I was able to track a little bit, let's say 6 months out of the year of last year. And then this year, like I said in my previous videos or in my debt confession video, and my 2025 financial goals and my 2024 spending wrapped, that I do want to track every single dollar and peso that I spent this year. That means taxes, trips, etc. I want to track every single one. So in my previous video, I mentioned that I have a weird thing when it comes to categories. So I'm going to start with my categories first. These are the categories that I think I will be using for this year. This is like the middle of the month. So far, this is what I have. Food and drink is anything that falls under that. That could be dinner out, or that could be a sweet treat. That could be, a fancy dinner or a dinner like takeout. It all encompasses in this. Maybe even groceries. Maybe in the future I'll break that down, but right now I don't feel the need to do that. Entertainment is just movies, subscriptions, like media subscriptions, etc. Bills and home. Bills, I don't need to explain that, but home is like if I needed to buy a plunger for the bathroom, any sponges, etc. Travel, self-explanatory. Technology. This technology is also like if I buy cords as well. Sometimes I need to figure out if technology is also like Netflix and those types of subscriptions, but we'll see. Shopping, self-explanatory. Medical, self-explanatory. Personal is basically other, that doesn't fall into these other categories. Which is, I think, makes sense to me because last year, personal, I basically had all of these together under personal, which I didn't like. Family, self-explanatory. This also could be like gifts and like anything that I provide for my family or whatever I give them. Same thing with friends. If I want to treat them, interest and fees, just because, like I said, this year I am going to be getting interest from my debt, which sucks, but I also know that it was a needed purchase at the time. Other, just anything, anything that does not fit here. So I don't think I'll be using this too much this year, but hopefully it does encompass whatever I need it to be. That is over here because that's where I am. This is in USD. And then the next, I have the total of that. I'm not sure yet how much I'm gonna budget on each category because I haven't really been spending too much while I've been back. So we'll see how that goes. And then as you can see here, I genuinely don't know what to budget. I think I'm gonna add like a few lines here in the future. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, this is an ongoing spreadsheet. And then these are my Philippine categories. So personal, like I said above, family, friends, bills and home. Bills, it probably will be like paying any house help or in that situation, just because obviously I don't live there. I don't live there anymore. Interest and fees, self-explanatory. That normally is like credit card fees. So those are my categories for 2025, which I did change from the previous spreadsheet that I did have. So going back to what I was saying earlier, I started tracking my money because I wanted to see what I was spending. This is when I was tracking my money, but it would used to be like different apps and it just wasn't consistent. So I just told myself I'm gonna make my own. So it actually just started looking like this. And this spreadsheet, I believe the initial spreadsheet I just got off of Google, from a Google search. So I don't actually know where I got it from. But these equations were already put in. So I have just been copying them on the other side. So this is the on the left I have the USD, and then on the right I have my Philippine cash, my Philippine money, or my Philippine spending, sorry. And then it just used to be this. So I would track it day, what the category is, which is longer this year because, like I said, I wanted to add more categories because I wanted to track them better this year. And then description, which, self-explanatory. These are my banks at the moment, or how I'm going to be spending my money. I have a credit builder because I'm not ready for a credit card yet here. A debit card, an Ally. I don't have a card for Ally right at the moment. I don't want to touch it right now, so I'm not going to be purchasing or requesting a card from Ally. And my cash. Others, I don't know. Maybe if I open another bank account. At the moment, I don't need any. So that's for the USD. And then for here, I have 3 credit cards now. I was just approved for another one. On a whim, I decided to apply for it. So these are my Union Bank, BDO, and others. I do have a lot of digital banks in the Philippines, but I don't really spend money on it. I just normally use it for savings. So a lot of the spending will be coming from here and CIMB. CIMB is like when I need to pay for someone, like when I need to use cash and I can't use credit, which is very few and far between because I do prefer using credit just because I can track it properly. I have a understanding of where it's going, and then at the end of the month I put it all into one savings pot, and then when it is due, I'll have like a little bit of interest at the end. So on the summary, I just put these 2 as my top priorities because that's really what you really want to see first. Like I said, I prioritized my USD information now just because that is what I am primarily using. This part I don't actually understand how to do this yet. Hold on, let me try doing this together with you. Let's see if this makes sense to me, because yeah, I don't know. I guess I use 80% of it. I don't know how I gotta fix this percentage part. I'm trying, but like I said, I'm not really sure yet how to do it. And like if you see here, I did start with a lot of debt in the beginning of the month just because of the hospital bills that happened in the beginning of the month. Here's my income. I'm not sure if I'm going to be disclosing my income after this video. I think it's quite personal, but here's like a snippet of what my income is so far of the year. I also put one of my aunties, she gave me money to buy her something, and then I just added it to the actual income for this week. Again, expenses, I went over this, basically the same. I'm not sure if I wanted to add this 3rd column yet, but I'm keeping it for now. I don't know if I would like to look at it as like a difference and make it red. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. Savings and sinking funds is dismal and it's sad, but I am prioritizing paying debt. So this is going to hopefully be very different at the end of the year. And investments, again, I haven't invested anything yet this year. That's just because I think in my personal opinion, I'm still settling and I'm still looking for a full-time job here. I gave myself until April to find a new job, but it is February already and I've only had 2 interviews so far without any offers. So hopefully that changes. And then debts. I am paying it off very consistently. You can see how much I've already paid off this month, and I'm looking forward to adding that in the future. I think I've actually paid $17.50 on this. So just a little bit every month. In one of my previous videos, I did have a debt confession where I also show my debt spreadsheet. So this is my debt spreadsheet. I do want to make it prettier on this side on the left, just to match these. I was thinking of making like a chart, like a pie chart, or like what's it called when it goes all the way, like a percentage chart, but I don't know how to do that yet, so I will figure out how to do that and then maybe make it look prettier. But right now it's like this. Quick side note, I am planning to pay this loan off next week already in like 4 days, which I'm really excited about. This was a very small loan. It started with really small balance here. You can see it here. And I'm paying that off hopefully next week, which is awesome. Summary, I haven't started filling this up, but I would like it to be similar to my spending wrapped last year, but more detailed. So this is for USD. This is for Philippine peso, and then this is for USD. I don't mind having it like this at the moment, just because I know that I'm gonna be able to track everything anyway on my lists. So the summary I can delay until I personally think my monthly trackers are done. So if you noticed here also, I tried to make a visual pie chart. Like I said, I don't know how to do that yet. I have to figure it out. And then, so I have it. I don't like it in like January, February, March. I like it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to have like month denominators. I don't know why, it just makes sense in my head. Trips. This was a copy from last year. I don't have trips planned this year yet. Like I said, I am settling down, so I'll see how this looks in the future. Of course, it won't look plain like this. I am planning to look for something cute and then try to recreate it on this. Sinking investments, I have not updated this for a very long time, and I don't know if I would like to. I'm just keeping this because I do like the equations, so I would like to keep that in the future. And then just notes, like you can see here, I started on my saving categories / expenses categories to see which place goes where. I don't know yet if I need to define that so specifically at the moment. So this is, like I said, this is an ongoing spreadsheet, and I want to make it very personalized to me. In the very bottom of my monthly spreadsheet, I have like a paycheck breakdown of everything I want to pay for it weekly, because I get paid weekly. So that's a bit personal, I guess. And then I have a bills tracker, and then I have like a month ahead tracker just in case I need to budget specific things in like 6 weeks. I have that there. This part also is in the works. I've been using kind of something similar in my previous spreadsheet, but I'm not sure if I would like it this way. I'm still working on it. We'll see how this looks in the end, because I'm also dealing with like the length of these cells in this column, and then like I have to convert it to Philippine pesos and dollars. So I'm not sure yet what I would like to do, but that so far is what I'm planning to use for 2025. You know, if push comes to shove, I'll just use this again as like the spending tracker, which what it was initially, which I'm totally fine with. If that's the only thing that I can track this year is my spending, and then have a different one for my debt, I'm fine with that. So that is all. And if you have any questions, please let me know. This can look a bit complicated, I do admit. But like I said, this is a personal and the personal finance. So if anyone has any questions, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next week. Bye!